I think we're here, right, Stanley?
Yes.
Okay, go.
사시 부기 주신 메토참 리랑닝신 인대겐바디 상계 신등 밑에오아리 역은 남다 신라 주파쇼 이랑부랑남한다라kam니아타야미 상계 주랑소기 조남라 정추바두나미 격수지 나기 중엔 기배서남기 졸라벤칠 상계 주파쇼 상계 주랑소기 조남라 장추바두닥니 격수지 나기 중엔 기배서남기 졸라벤칠 상계 주파쇼 주랑소기 조남라 장추바두다미 격수지 나기 중엔 기배서남기 졸라벤칠 상계 주파쇼.
All right then.
A little request. Can I ask Adam to sit closer?
Yeah.
With you.
Sure.
Yeah.
You okay? By the way, the remedial Tibetan class is going okay? I mean,
Yeah.
somebody doing Kakaga with you guys?
Yes.
ABC?
Yes.
At night?
Oh,
Who's your... Utpala. Utpala.
doesn't bother me.
Kakaga, okay? She needs.
So that instead of the translation, because we have limited time. Oh, I'm asking for direction on which she should
Both.
do. We have time, we have until 9:00, so we've got 2 hours.
Try to do as much as you can. You know, do make her read, for example.
Okay.
You can correct it.
She's in DCI.
Yeah, she's in DCI.
Oh,
She's gonna have a breakdown. Every time I leave China, she like take 2-week vacation to have a breakdown. Okay.
sorry, I didn't know you was there.
Go. Chungin gyatso rangwang juka yang. Okay. If you don't know where we are, look at this. Okay. 50% of it you can understand from the letters. Chungun, Stanley.
Abhidharma.
Yeah, Abhidharma. By the way, why it's called Abhi, why it's called Dharma, we're going to talk about.
Higher.
Gyatso,
Kiao.
Gyatso,
Victor.
ocean. Gyatsor,
By the ocean?
in the ocean. No, it's locative. It's always locative, right? In the ocean. Rangwang du is an adverb that means on your own, without help. Okay, it means self-power. Like Wang is initiation, empowerment. Rang means self. Rangwang means without someone to help you. Okay, Rangwang. Juk means to
Dive into the ocean.
I like it. Dive into the ocean. But here it means on a ship usually. Okay, so it's hard to take off on a long ocean journey without a captain of your ship or something. By yourself, first time, go from Los Angeles to Shanghai. It's not easy. Gawa. Ga means
Difficult.
difficult. If it had a B instead of a D,
Speech. Word. Word.
Yeah. We don't need a dictionary, we have him. Okay.
Is it the holy word, ka, or is it just word? Like kangir?
Originally meant command,
Oh, right. We talked about that.
and it came to mean the word, capital T, capital W. Okay.
Right.
Young,
More
but
words.
okay.
Oh.
It's no easy thing to take off across the ocean of the Abhidharma on your own, you know. Okay, by yourself. Alright. But Shinyan,
Holy friend. Mangyo.
yeah, this is Geshe. This is Geshe, Gewe Shinyan. Okay? The first word here is the last word of Geshe. Geshe. Okay? Gewe Shinyan means virtuous companion or Dharma guide. Okay. Literally it means Dharma friend. Virtue friend. Kepa?
Pandita.
Anybody?
Wise.
Yeah, master, sage, wise man, wise woman. Depan, you guys know?
What kind of master?
Huh?
It comes a lot in the Vajrayana now. I mean, it comes like 3 or 4 times.
Faith master? No.
No.
Depan means a ship captain.
Oh.
Okay, the captain of a ship. It's always the captain of a ship. Yeah. Lot 10, here's the 10 that Suganga's specialties, which is dependent origination. Okay, here's the 10.
Rely.
Depend on the Depan.
Oh, on the
No,
captain.
Yeah, but if you depend on a Depan, okay, a ship
The
captain.
sage, the master.
Now I want to show you something.
Okay.
10 has many spellings. I want to show you 2 of them. Okay, this is BRTEN. Okay, we're gonna search in all the 10,000 Tibetan books. We're doing a statistical check. Down here is gonna come a number. 36,000. Okay, sorry. Let's do a better one. Okay. Now down here is. This is called linguistic statistics, and it's very helpful for what we do.
Wow.
109,000 times is the word then spelled with R. R-T-E-N. Okay, got it? Let's do it with S.
Wasn't that BS?
43,000 times.
Did you want to do BS, Kashila, or just
No,
S?
just S.
That one's BS.
Did I do BS?
Yeah, it should be.
BR.
No, just S-T-N.
But it can't. Oh.
No, it's still found at the B. Okay?
Oh.
It's not highlighting the B. You see?
Oh, okay. Just this.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway, the odds of getting this spelling is like 1 out of 5 compared to the other one. Okay. Am I right? 109,000 compared to 4. Yeah, something like
No.
half. Anyway, what I'm saying is that there's a special form of the verb then, which means to rely on a master, rely on a doctor, rely on a guru, rely on medicine. And I'm wondering if this wasn't just then. I'd like to see the carving. Okay? Because the typist is like Rankya we had the other day. Their hand is going to make BS, BRT. Okay? Okay. Anyway, the meaning is the same. And now I'm going to change the translation for you. It would have been impossible for me to take off across the ocean of the Abhidharma on my own. But I had the good luck to have a ship captain, a sage, a wise man, my spiritual teacher, to depend on for the crossing across the Abhidharma. Many people got sunk.
Yeah.
Ship sank halfway across the Abhidharma. Okay, they die or they quit. Okay, it's a long ocean. You're just starting. It's so pleasant to go out of Los Angeles Harbor.
It's BRTEN, Geshe-la, in this game.
Is it? Okay.
In this game.
Nay here means, and because I did that,
Nay.
and the implication is I mastered the Abhidharma. Who?
Junior Lama?
Yeah, Tony Lama, okay? Because, so look, if I tried to do it on my own, I would have died. But I was lucky, I had all these lamas taught me Abhidharma. So now, Chupa end of the last line, Chupa. Okay? Now, to understand these two lines, you have to understand a Buddhist myth about the chitta money. What's a chitta money? Wish-giving jewel. So chitta means mind, and money means
Jewel.
There's a commentary to the 8 verses of Diamond Lion, Senge, which one of us should translate. It's a beautiful ancient commentary, and it tells you how to activate a wishing jewel.
Oh yeah.
Okay, and there's a long description how to make a wishing jewel.
Like rubbing
So-
the magic lamp.
No, like rubbing a magic lamp. So you find them in the dirt, you find them in rivers, with other rocks. Then you think this might be one, and then you cut it. Diamonds are like that too. A raw diamond looks like a piece of dirt, and then you cut it, and it becomes very beautiful. Then you find a flagpole, and you put it on top. That ball on the top of the flagpole, you know, you put it on top of that. And then on special days, like full moon or, you know, you do special prayers. And then it goes boom and it becomes a chitta money. Then you can ask it for things, you know. I would like orange juice, fresh squeezed orange juice right now, you know.
Be suspicious of anybody.
Okay, so you have to know that to translate these two lines.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I'm going to offer, Chupaja, I'm going to offer to you readers, to my readers, okay,
It's the last name?
at the last part, Chupabya is Chupaja. I'm going to offer to my readers at the top, at the symbol, at the tip, at the top, what's a Gyamsen? Gyamsen. Who said victory banner? Yeah. It's the flag you fly when you win the war. When you win a war, and the emperor goes first, and somebody carries this thing, that's called Gyamsen. Okay. At the top, there's a little ball, but and it also implies victory. So your translation, if you're sensitive, you can't say flag. You have to say victory flag or something like that. Flag of victory, or banner of victory. Okay. So I'm going to offer to you guys, you readers, on the top of the flag of victory, my lecture.
Well spoken. Beautiful.
Yeah, a good book. Okay, well-spoken book. I'm going to offer you a good book, okay, which is like a Yishin Nor. Yishin Nor. Yeah, wish-fulfilling jewel. Yishin means whatever you wish,
Yeah.
and Nor means Norbu, means jewel.
Is it not good to use well spoken in writing?
Yeah, that's what you said. the other
You said,
Do the waiter test.
yeah, okay, but it's too
This
plain.
menu is very well spoken. Now, it's up to you. It's your book. You're the translator. In my opinion, I would say explanation, which is halfway between good book, is too colloquial, and it's a well-spoken explanation, you know, it's too long. By the way, I know in China it's a different perception of the Dalai Lama, but the Dalai Lama traditionally is called Yishin Norbu. So when a Tibetan talks about the Dalai Lama, they don't say Dalai Lama, they say Yishin Norbu. So just for your interest, a Tibetan will call any Dalai Lama from, 400, 500 years ago, they call them the Wishing Jewel, which is kind of cool. Just to call somebody that is cool. They don't call Dalai Lama. So Lekshe Yishin Nor, Gongdun means the real meaning, and Ningbo Dupa. Okay, I'm going to give you the real meaning, but the abbreviated essence, like very, what do you call it? The pith, the guts, the essence. I'm going to give you the essence. And he says dupa. Now, A commentary, as I said, to Abhidharma can go on for 8 books. His is 1 book. So he's just saying, you know, I'm not going to drown you.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to try to make it reasonable. By the way, your project is a 5-year project, minimum. And we'll put it out in multiple books. Like the Tibetans do, or like the Buddhists do. We'll put it out in first chapter, second chapter, third chapter. Normally they scrunch together the last 3 chapters, 6, 7, 8. Normally chapter 1 is much longer. Then they get tired. Okay. So whole sentence here, whole verse here. It's extremely difficult to take off across the ocean of the Abhidharma by yourself. But I was lucky enough to have a sage captain, my spiritual friend, to rely on. And therefore, I am now in a position, okay, I'm adding words. Therefore, I can now offer you this wish-giving gem on the top of my fine explanation. It means the goal of the book is enlightenment. The jewel is enlightenment. You know, I'm offering you the ultimate jewel, but you have to climb up on my book to get it. Okay.
Is it poetic?
Yeah, it's very poetic. Yeah, and this jewel incorporates the very essence of all the meaning of the Abhidharma. Okay, good luck.
Which word is incorporated?
Dvipa, bastaspa,
Oh.
right here. Okay, or it means includes, or you know, it means a lot of stuff is included in this small bag. Yeah, you can say abbreviated. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Dela, now as we said before, when you start the real book, you often say, well now. Dela, well now. It's really funny because he's going to go on for 5 years. He's like, well now. Ke Chok is short for Kepe Chok.
Oh, supreme wise scholar.
The highest scholar. Now, listen. 2 words in Tibetan require that they are positioned after the noun they modify. Zo and Chok. You don't say Chok Kepa. You know, highest of wise people. And you don't say Zo Lam, the main path. You say Lam Ki Zo. And you say Kepe Chok. Okay? And that's just 2 words in the language that require that. It's an exception in the language. But it screwed up hundreds of translators. Okay? The 3 principles of the path is a dangerous mistranslation because they don't understand this about these 2 words.
Are you saying that they have to be post-positioned? Or are you saying
Yeah, they have to be post-position and they have to do the joja, the
connected
genitive
part,
case.
The genitive case.
Yeah.
And but many situations the adjective comes after the noun, right? Like
Yeah,
it's just not that it's
Deb
not-
Marple means red book, right?
Yeah. It just
But
doesn't
you don't
have-
say Deb Key Marple.
right. So
It's
it's the genitive
It's
particle. that's the word.
it's an exception. Those 2 words are an exception.
Yeah.
And there's a few others of the same class which refer to highest things. You know, but people, it messes up translators. They do something wrong. Okay, so you should know that.
If you said Marpoi Tep, would that be possible, or is that correct?
Not really.
No, okay.
Yeah, I mean sometimes you can do stuff like that. Okay, so who is that highest of sages? Yignen.
Master Vasubandhu.
Yeah, Vasubandhu. That's his Tibetan translation. Okay, Vasu means riches of the earth. Yik, and it's high tone, right? Yik. It's like you poke somebody in the ready. Yik. Yik. Okay, if you say yik, it means letter. If you say yik, it means letter. If you say yik, it means wealth of the earth. Okay, and it's not a common word. Sometimes it comes in rituals for gaining money. Okay. Yik rituals. Okay, and then Nyen means friend, like friend of the earth or something. That's Vasubandhu's name.
Friend
Okay.
of the earth.
Yeah. Meaning the riches of the earth. Yik means
Oh.
the jewels of the earth or something like that. It's always connected to the earth. Yignen Shab. In Sanskrit, this is pada.
Uh-huh.
and it's honorific. It's like calling you Lao Shi
Yeah.
or something. It's a polite word. So we don't say Senjemba.
Person.
Aya, Senjemba.
Naked name.
We don't use their naked name. We put something beautiful like that. You know,
Yeah.
like Honorable Alice. Okay. Yingnian Shep. Bada. Okay. Meaning I bow down to their feet. Bada came into English. All Sanskrit A's become E's in English. Give it to me. Foot pedal, pedestrian, feet probably. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So Bada. Okay. Yingnian Shep Ki Zepe, and he Zepa is the honorific for Chepa, to do. He composed Chung Numba Zi. Understood Chung. Chung Numba Zi. What is Chung Numba Zi?
Stanley Lau.
Treasury knowledge.
Abhidharma Kosha. Okay, Abhidharma Kosha. Chung Numba Zi. The treasure house. You can look up there. If you lose your line, look up there. Okay, Numba Zi Ki Gongdin. Okay, Gongdin means what the book had in mind. You know, what Vasubandhu had in mind when he wrote the Abhidharma Kosha. Chepala Juk. I am now going to engage in explaining to you. Okay, so here we go. I'm starting my explanation. Jate, okay. Then he talks a little bit about his methodology. You know, how's he going to proceed? And this is very unusual. It's not common for an ancient writer. And Choni Lama was really extraordinary. I have one set of books in my house, and it's Choni Lama. You know, he's unbelievable. So he says, huh?
I've got a problem with Shakti.
Which one?
Shakti. It's instrumental. The feet are doing something.
Oh, which was written by him, which was written by Vasubandhu. The book which was written by Vasubandhu. Okay? Good question. Tiang Tsawet Sikdun La Nyepa Nyepe Chedu. Chedu means in order to, okay, Chedu. In order to, then go backwards. In order that you should gain some. Nyepa means like confidence or certainty. That you, my reader, should gain some certainty about the Tsigden, about the words, of the Tsawa.
The root text.
Yeah, Tsawa always means root text, the original text. So Abhidharma Kosha itself. He says, look, I don't want you to just understand the meaning. I want you to appreciate the meaning of all the words in the original Sanskrit. Each person on this table who's doing a translation will have this Sanskrit also in your book if you want. It's already been typed for you by our team in India. We have an Indian team, a bunch of Indian guys. They are typing Sanskrit. So they have finished all your books just in the last few weeks, just for you. Okay, so they're ready.
Our book have its original
You're
Sanskrit version?
you're Vinaya Sutra, yeah. Sometimes the books don't have an original. They were lost, and we're looking for them. Okay. Or sometimes there's only pieces left.
And we are supposed to read the Sanskrit?
No, but you know, I can teach you some Sanskrit about it, and you can get deeper appreciation. Okay. If you want to have a Sanskrit class, we can.
That'd be great.
But that's a 10-year thing.
Just a
Nye
little.
bechedu rang ki kap ki tsatsing. Rang ki kap ki tsatsing. The words of the root text or the root verses at their relevant place. When they come up, as they come up. Literally it says each in its own occasion. But what it means is, as we hit that verse, as we reach that verse, I will I'll insert the root text.
Put it in, that's right.
I'll insert the verses for you. Because I want you to appreciate the root verses. Okay? So that made his book also thicker.
Yeah.
So you can do the same. And people think you're smarter because your book is thicker. Just kidding. It's nice to have the root text in there. And I did it I worked on it for 12 years. I put the root text in. And I had to do it on my own. But he's doing it for you. Okay. See, good. I will put it there. Good. Bakod. Ne de dun nam rimba shindu chepachao. And then I will explain for you the points as they come. So first I'll put the verse from the Abhidharma Kosha, and under that I'll explain to you what's going on. But I want you to understand the root words. The Abhidharma Kosha is written in code. Ngapo namni dunshi la wangje shi la ni la lo nga nan kepo de na ne. Ngapo namni dunshi la. The 5 relate to the 4. Ngapo namni dunshi. Wangje shi la. 4 have power. Di la lo. It's like that.
Yeah.
It's just code word. So you gotta have an explanation. It's all in code. The 5 relate to the 4, which is connected to the 3, but the 2 are exceptions. Yeah.
Is there a name for this style of commentary where you insert the text?
I don't think there is any word. There's another kind of commentary called a chendo. Chendo. And a chendo is where sometimes you can call it a chendo. Chen is an ancient word that means a footnote. So, and they'll carve that half size. So the line goes like this, and then it half-size letters, and then full-size letters. And if they don't have room to finish it here, they'll put some of it down here.
Yeah.
It's extremely confusing.
Sounds terrible.
Okay, and after it's input, it's unintelligible. Okay, so a famous chendo, for example, is Tsonawa's most famous commentary on Vinaya. There's a 2,000-page commentary on Vinaya that you're not going to translate. Tsongkhapa's Lamrim Chemo, there's a Chen Shindo, Chen Dak Shi, 4 commentaries and the root text carved in one page. 4 different commentaries.
How long is that?
It's huge. It's 2,000 pages or something. Okay. So anyway, there is such a thing. Dilasum. My explanation will have 3 parts. Okay. Dilasum. Lekidun, shungidun, jukidun. Lekidun. Say lekidun.
Lekidun.
Shungidun.
Shungidun.
Jukidun. Okay. First I'll explain the front matter, then I'll explain the text, and then I'll explain the back matter. Okay, that's all. The introductory part, and then the book itself, and then the conclusion, if you want to be kind of more pretty. Okay. But he added dun to each of them, which means what?
Meaning.
Yeah, I'll explain the meaning of the introduction, then I'll explain the meaning of the main book, and then I'll explain the meaning of the conclusion. Shepao. Okay? And this is very, very Galukpa. First has 3 parts, first has 2 parts, first of those has 4 parts. It's like a automobile fixing manual. Dambala, okay, the front matter has 2 parts. Sengiden and Gyurki Chap. And the word Shepa distributes to both. Okay, the word Shepa distributes to both. He says, blah, 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 I will explain. It means, I will explain blah, blah, and I will explain blah, blah. You have to repeat the verb. Okay? That's called distribution. So, this is easy. Sengidun means what?
The meaning?
Meaning
Of what?
Title.
Yeah, great. So first I'll explain the title. Abhidharma. Why is it called Abhidharma Kosha? Why is this book called Abhidharma Kosha? What's Abhi mean? What's Dharma mean? What's Kosha mean? Okay. Then I'll explain the Gyurki chant. Gyurki chant, this Gyur means translation.
Translators of sense.
And this is by tradition, the team, it was always a team, 2 Indians and 2 Tibetans for 1,000 years. Translated a book together. So the Indian would say, and one Tibetan would try to translate it, and the other Tibetan would say, no, we're going to do it this way. And then the second Indian would check the second Tibetan's translation, reconfirm. Very cool system, you know.
But they have different styles, right? Each person have.
Different translators have different styles, but not grossly different. There was a competition.
Yeah.
We're in the beginning stage,
Yeah.
you know, and everybody translate their own way. And then finally one king came along and said, I like Stanley's system. And they destroyed all the others.
Tied them to dogs.
You know, and they still they didn't die by force. They didn't die by fire. They died by nobody carved them. Because the king has to pay for the carving. Okay, so if the king doesn't like your translation, it just got copied once for your son, and then he lost it because he doesn't care about books. So that's what happened. And you'll see in some Kappa's writings, he'll say, I prefer this older translation. But by our time, those olders are gone. We only know about them because he talks about them. And somebody, if they were bored, could spend their whole life reconstructing alternate translations of great books. From Tsongkhapa saying, I prefer this one. Okay? So he's going to explain the meaning of the name, and then he's going to explain the prostration that was done at the beginning by the translator from Sanskrit to Tibetan. Okay. So he wants you to know that's not part of the.
Root text.
Main part of the text.
It's not part of the book.
Shum.
It's not written by Vasubandhu.
Right.
Okay. Dambala. I like this is the sexy part. This is the easy part, and this is the sexy part. And later you get to the hard part. Abhidharma is like chewing on rocks. Okay. Dambala. Tenja di gyake kitsen. Gyake. Gyagarke. Gyagarke. Yeah. Sanskrit. Sanskrita. Sanskrita.
Of course.
The well-constructed language. Sanskrit is British. Okay, the British invented that. It's Sanskrita. Okay. Gyake means in Sanskrit. Sen. Yeah, I'll give you the title of this Tencha Shastra, of this classical commentary. Commentary to what, by the way?
Lord Buddha.
Yeah, the Abhidharma is really an encyclopedia which explains a lot of the sutras. Okay, it's a real encyclopedia. It's everything: geography, mathematics, philosophy, meditation. It's like an encyclopedia. It's like Wikipedia.
How long is it?
8 chapters.
So like,
It's about 200 pages to memorize. I did half of it. Before I learned Tibetan, I did 1 chapter. Okay, so you can do that if you don't have anything else to do. I didn't have anything to do for 8 years. My grandmother died, my mom died, I got all the money. I just studied for 8 years. I didn't do anything. Washed dishes. Dambala, Tenjadi, Gyake Kitsen. So I'm going to tell you the Sanskrit name of this classical commentary, and then I'm going to Pökedugyur. Then I'll translate it into Tibetan for you. Okay? 2 steps. Here we go. Here's the first, Damboni. Garukedu, in the language of India. This book is called Abhidharma. And he uses the retroflex, although it's optional. Kosha. Twist your tongue back. Kosha. Karika. Long A. Karika. Okay? Karika. Yeah, okay, good. So the first 2 syllables go together in Sanskrit. Abhi. Okay. You don't say Abhi. That's a different. That would mean not higher. When foreigners mispronounce Sanskrit, they're actually changing the meaning backwards. Okay. Abhi means higher knowledge. Abhi means not higher knowledge.
because it's the 2 ways.
It means lower knowledge.
It's the long way, right?
Yeah, they mean it's funny. I mean, it's sad. Okay, Abhidharma, Kosha, Karika, and he's going to explain the meaning, okay? Shejana. Nipani, here's the second part I promised you, which is
Translation of
to
the
translate it into Tibetan language. Each word, I will translate it into Tibetan for you. Then he's being cute. He's going to phrase it in a debate format.
Oh.
The book is not like Sugang's text, and it's not like Adam's text. This is not a whole book of debate format. But once in a while, he can't help himself. Okay. Okay, so he's... and by the way, he'll say, Shija Chich. Okay. Consider Shija.
Consider existing things.
Yeah, it's the cheapest and most underhanded chichen you can give. Okay? Let's take everything. Okay? It's like really, instead of saying the sky is blue, he'll say, let's take everything. The sky is blue. It's kind of irritating. Okay, Sheza Chichen. It's just an excuse to talk logically. Tenja did sen puki ke de gyutsu yute. Yu means it's like an assertion. There is a way to translate this into Tibetan. There is a way. He doesn't say, here's the translation. He says, he's like a debate.
Yeah.
Take all the objects in the universe. There is a way to translate the Sanskrit into Tibetan. It's just kind of artificial. Okay. Maybe he's trying to get his younger students used to debate languages. Okay. Abi, and then he just equates. Ni here is an equal sign.
Right.
Or it's the word means. Abi means ngumma. Dharma means ch. Kosha means z. Karika means siklo chepa. Okay? Shepa, shejawar gyurwecho, and that's how you translate them. This gyur means translate. Okay? So, Abi means ngumba.
Right.
You're going to say Abi means higher.
Oh, right, in English.
Yeah. Dharma means knowledge.
Dharma.
Well, I encourage you not to use the word dharma in a translation. It depends on who's your audience. You choose the strata, the level of your audience. But when you choose your audience, which I want professional people, doctors, lawyers, business people, I want a translation that's for them. And you know, working people, bus drivers, mechanics, they can also read it. But I'm not going for the academics. You know, I'm not trying to write a book for the people who say the skanda concept, which is presented in the Abhidharma Kosha by the Vaibhashikas, is actually a pratitya samutpada, just a shim for the Sautrantikas. You know, so what you're doing, you're just putting foreign words with a and it between. You know, it's not a translation, not for normal people. Yeah.
But at a part like this, when he's discussing the translation into Tibetan, and you're going to say the word Tibetan probably, would you then put like ch, like in pronunciation, and then say?
That's a translator's choice. The translator can say, Abi means ngumba, which means higher. You can say Sanskrit, Tibetan, English. And then you can say Chinese, you know. Or it's kind of preferable to go straight to the foreign language, you know. Abi means higher. Dharma means knowledge. Kosha means treasure house. Karika means set in verses. Set in verses. Karika in Sanskrit means put into verses. It means this is poetry. The Abhidharma was set into verse. Why?
So it can be memorized.
So you can memorize it easily. You know if you left out a word.
So when you
Chinam sarche sabamen lama tobe du chinam sarche kaje de na sanam kunde ge penge samen lam git them nam duma chinam singate kanan ka dani kopani de lan gamadi bo. That's the opening lines. Then has a rhythm. Yeah. Don't ask me to go further.
So when you're translating the place where he says I'm translating this into Tibetan.
You have a dumb car. You have a choice. You know. Personally, the level of reader I want you to think of is the one who wouldn't care about the Tibetan. They don't want to know that Abhi is Ngumba or Dharma is Che. You're just going to lose some. I read Stephen Hawking's Brief History of Time. It's the best-selling book in English after the Bible. Okay, it has sold hundreds of millions of copies. It's also the least finished book in history.
Really?
Yeah, I mean they counted. Very few people finish it.
Nobody finishes the Bible either.
And when he turned that book into his publisher, when he went to his publisher, it had a lot of formulas in it, and the publisher said, "Cut the formulas." And Stephen Hawking's like, "No, this is the basis of the whole thing." He said, "Listen, you want to write a book for normal people? Cut the formulas. There's one formula in that book: E equals MC squared.
Oh, right.
That's the only one, and it's that tells you, should you put weird foreign words in a translation? No, you will lose 2 readers out of 100 if you put Ngumba in there. They'll stop there. The goal of a book is like a yoga class. People should come back to it.
Do it at a halt.
No, you want to encourage people to keep going. You don't want to put an obstacle in your reader's way.
Yeah.
Your main job as a translator is to translate. You can write that down in my sayings of Geshe Michael. I'm sorry, you had a question.
The Tibetan word for karika.
Sik lir chepa. These 4 syllables right here, up here. Sik means word. Liu means a
Chapter.
It means a section, or a component, or a snippet. The most famous Liu in Tibet is Liu Chokge,
SNIPPET.
18-course Chinese meal. each course is called Liu, you see, or a chapter. So Sik Lir Chepa means cut into verses. Okay, made into verses. Shijawa Gyuricha. You can translate it that way. Now, very nice idiom for you other guys that you might well not find in a dictionary. Say Shenjar. These 2 words. Shenjar. Shenjar means when you put what do you call that? Correlations. If with languages. So all the ACI courses are Shenjar. You got the original, the English, the original English, the original English. It means to counterpose the ancient language with the modern language. And it's called Shenjar. I like it.
Oh, Shenjar.
Yeah, there's 20,000 pages of ACI courses. They are all Shenjar.
Yeah.
If you don't understand something, you can check the original.
Comparison?
Yeah, they put both languages together.
Chinese leader especially.
Yeah.
Old Chinese and modern Chinese.
Yeah, great. It's the best way.
Yeah.
It's the best way. I would like you all to put a Shenjar text online. And when we publish the book, it should be these cute little books without the Shenjar. Okay, but people, can you hand me one of those books? Each of your books will be about this size. And there's no Tibetan in here. Nothing. And these are some of the best-selling Dharma books there are. Okay?
There's no Tibetan in there at all?
No. I mean in the footnote.
Yeah.
But not where it's going to slow down the reader. You don't want to slow down the reader. Your job is to make them go fast. You don't want them to stop. I heard the guy who wrote the script for La La Land, which is a very great movie. If you haven't seen it, you should see it. And they asked him, "What's your secret?" It's a new movie. And it's a great movie. And he said, "What's your secret?" He says, "At the end of each page, I put something action, exciting. You know? Because then they'll turn the page.
Oh.
And every page of the script, at the bottom, is something cool happening. Somebody's falling off a cliff. 2 cars are crashing. The guy's about to shoot the gun. You know? And he actually said, Every page he redesigns the page. He'll spread out the lines so the action happens at the bottom. So the movie producer who's paying for the movie, he can't put it down. You know? So Tibetan should be the same. Don't give a reader an excuse to quit. Because then you failed as a translator. It doesn't matter how good it is if the person doesn't read it. Okay? So don't give them an excuse to quit by putting some foreign word there because you want to show how smart you are. Okay? The best translator is transparent. They say, oh, this sounds like it was written in English. They don't even know there was a translator. It sounds like, hopefully this book sounds like it was written in English. You know, if a person say, was this a translation? I don't know. It sounds like he was writing in English. Okay. All right. There's a reason why we have to put the two languages side by side. Every book, every one of the 4,600 books from India, which we just finished, right? Took 25 years to type them in. Every single one of 4,600 books starts with the Sanskrit title, and then it has the Tibetan title. Okay? And then somebody asked Choni Lama, why'd you guys do that? Why do you put the Sanskrit and then you put the Tibetan? Why do you include the Sanskrit there? Then he says, 2 reasons. There's 2 reasons. Here's the first one. We want people to know that this particular classical commentary has been spoken by one of the sages from the land of the Aryas. The land of the Aryas is the Tibetan word for India. In Christianity they say the motherland, the Holy Land. In Tibet they say the land of the Aryas, and it means India. Okay.
This is India?
No, I'm sorry.
The place where they had a lot of people see emptiness directly. Arya means someone who saw emptiness directly.
Which line are you in?
I'm right here. Pakilki Kipa. Right here. I'm right here. The wise people from the land of the Aryas. Okay. We want people to know, Shepa, you can watch up here if you want. We want people to know that this book is spoken by wise people of the land of the Aryas. Okay. First reason to put the Sanskrit in. Okay. Now, what happened in Tibet? So people started making up fake Sanskrit titles for their books. We had one in your book, right? A fake Sanskrit title. Whose was that?
No, it was something we did a while back.
No, we did.
No, there was one yesterday.
Oh,
One of our books has Sanskrit. No,
think so.
yours does. There's a faux Sanskrit title. Yeah.
Oh.
It's kind of presumptuous. They'll make up a Sanskrit title and put it in the front, and then people might think this is from India. The Dalai Lama, the first Dalai Lama, did that with his Abhidharma commentary, and then he allows someone to question him in the first few pages. Why you put Sanskrit in the front of your book? You know, and he says, I want people to read it. It's very funny. It's like he's very honest. Second reason, joke. We want to joke a bakchak.
You want to give them a seed?
Right. We want to give the reader a seed for
Sanskrit.
learning Sanskrit.
Yay.
So the second reason we put a Sanskrit title in the beginning of the book is we want to put a seed in that person's mind to learn Sanskrit maybe 10 lifetimes from now. Why? All Buddhas speak in Sanskrit. All Buddhas speak in Sanskrit. Okay? So.
Can you show the word for seed?
Bakchak.
Oh.
There's, we use that word a lot, right?
Right.
There's bakchak.
Yeah. Seed?
Yeah.
How?
Yeah.
Yeah, karmic seed. There are several seeds for karmic seed, several words for karmic seed, but that's one of them. That's the most commonly used in a conversation.
Bakchak is Sanskara.
You know, how did Geshe Michael do in the ballet class? He's got no bakchak for him. It means he's got no seeds for him, which is true.
That Vasana and then
Excuse me?
Devaduja, which is like Sanskara to Vasana to Bhakchak.
Yeah, if you wanted, that's a huge discussion.
Okay, it's not that simple.
I'm working on that. I'm working on Vasubandhu's commentary to the Sutra on Dependent Origination, and it's a huge
It will
conversation.
come with Sugan's text too, right?
It's not as heavily.
Oh, okay.
It's a huge conversation.
Uh-huh.
But quickly, just briefly, the second link of the Wheel of Life is called samskara,
Right.
which means fresh karma.
Uh-huh.
It means you just put the shikwa jongtsu, you just put it under the ground.
Watermelon
Today,
seed.
this morning, that's a sanskara.
Yeah.
You just put the seed this morning, that's called sanskara.
Yeah.
Second link of the Wheel of Life.
Right.
10th link,
Awesome.
chupasipa. By that time, it's called a vasana.
Uh-huh.
It means tomorrow it's going to open.
Yeah.
So something happens between April and October. The April seed is called sanskara. The October seed is called vasana.
Uh-huh.
Bhakchak is, there's a debate.
Uh-huh.
You could almost use Bhakchak for both.
Uh-huh.
I don't even know what's a Sanskrit for Bhakchak. I'm curious.
Then there's Bija too.
That's kind of more just a physical seed
Seed.
and a mantra.
You could get Sivan, would be closer to
Sabun?
Savan. Sorry, Sivan is chili, I think.
Sivan is a chili.
Sivan
Sivan is a
I
chili.
always get those
Does
confused.
that happen to you, Dark?
Well, here's Bhakchak.
I
Is,
love Sivan. Yeah.
Bhakchak can also be called vasana. So it's
Okay.
Bhakchak.
confusing.
Oh.
Here it's called vasana.
Huh.
Okay. Yeah,
Sivan,
Vasana.
I don't know.
By the way, this is an extraordinary dictionary that was written Tibetan Sanskrit. It goes
Yeah.
both ways. And he's working on putting in the Chinese. Extraordinary. Extraordinary dictionary. Every single word is spelled correctly. It's correct. Everything. It's unbelievable. This is a guy in India who's 92 now,
Huh.
named Lokesh Chandra. And he spent his whole life, he started with paper cards. And it's a fantastic dictionary. If we can add the Chinese, this will be the translation dictionary. And then we add his dictionary. We marry all these dictionaries, we'll have a very powerful tool.
Yeah.
You want to show Dr. Wu your thing? Just show him. No, just that.
Oh.
He's paid for it. He marks out the foreign word, and all the English comes at the bottom, automatically.
就点到
Yeah.
下面就有英文出现了。
字典很好，电脑还不
Yeah, and it's based on all the ACI courses. It's based on 20,000 pages of our translations, so it's correct. Okay, very sexy. That's what he's doing all day. That's what you're paying for. And it's fantastic. It's fantastic. Yeah. Okay. So the second reason is we want people to get a seed in their mind for leading Sanskrit, maybe even in their future life. Jok means to plant a seed. Che means for the purpose of. Nipa Gyurki Chagla. That brings us to the translator's prostration. Okay.
Is there another word like opinion?
Yeah, obeisance.
Obeisance.
I suggest you try the waiter test.
Guess that was 5 minutes.
They will say, "I'm sorry, you sneezed."
Obese.
Or yes, 20% is customary.
Do you need somebody? Do you want an aspirin? Oh, I see you have obeisance. Okay,
5 minutos.
got it. Nipa Gyurki Chak means translator's prostration. Two steps. Shung Gupa, Dun Shipa.
Amazing.
Number one, I will show you where it is in the text. I'll just give it to you. And then I'll explain what it means. Okay. So I will cut it out of the text and show it to you, and then I'll explain the meaning of it to you. Got it? Shung Gupa. This Shung, by the way, doesn't mean the whole major book, the Opus Magnum. It means the selection from the Opus Magnum. Okay? Alright, so sometimes it can mean that. Dambuni, Jabashinu Gabala Cha Cha No. This is the I bow down to Manjushri, become young, become in his youthful form, like Stanley. Kumara Manjushri is about Stanley's age, or looks like Stanley. Like Manjushri as a young person, as a teenager or something like that. Not that you look like a teenager. Later you'll think you're lucky. Okay. Now he's gonna let's finish this part. He's gonna explain that bowing down by using another faux debate, another fake debate. Okay. Consider all the stuff and you never. Yul Kang La Chak Sawa La Gapa Yedi. There's a reason why he prostrated to this particular person. Okay. There's a reason why he chose this particular person to do his prostration tool as his prostration object. Yul. Okay. Gapa. Okay. There is a point to it. Gapa doesn't have to mean necessity. It can mean there's a point. Okay? There's a rationale. Okay. It can mean rationale. Okay. Gapa yine. And I like this because this justifies my translation of Manjushri's name into Chendal voice. Okay, got it? He's going to explain gentle. He's going to explain Manju. Then he's going to explain Shri. You know, I like it. And he's going to explain Kumara, which means young. Okay, so here we go. And then we're done. Dib Niki Tsugrekt on Doing on Jam. He is Manju because he no longer has the coarse feel of the two obstacles.
Yeah.
Okay, what are the two obstacles?
Shijak and Ninja.
Obstacles to nirvana and obstacles to omniscience. So he's smooth. It can also mean smooth. Okay, smooth. Manju means smooth or gentle. Okay, he's soft. It means soft. Because subreg can mean like sandpaper or Geshe Michael's hand. Okay, like rough, like this here. It's not smooth, it's rough. Okay, so he's free of the roughness. What roughness? The two obstacles. Obstacles to what? Nirvana and Buddhahood. Okay, he's slick. Okay, so Niki belled on Dembe Na, and he has the Shri of the two collections. He has the glory, or the shining. He has the glory of the two collections. What are the two collections?
Merit and wisdom.
Wisdom.
Yeah, good deeds and understanding. That's the two collections right there. At the end of every class.
She is glorious. Shri.
Yeah, Shri means glorious. Shri.
Oh, no voice.
No, because his real name is Manju Ghosha.
Oh.
Okay,
Gentle
and Manjushri is his nickname.
Oh, okay.
So Manju Ghosha means gentle voice. But the nickname everybody calls him is Manjushri. But they're the same person. I remember asking Rinpoche when I was creating the categories for the Tantra. I was like, do I put Manjushri with Manju Ghosha? He said yes. Same person. Yeah.
Don't the Tibetans call him Manju Shri Gosha, Jampen Yang? They like combine it, don't they?
Yeah. But most often they say Jampe Yang.
Jampen.
With the just with a genitive. So, yeah. Okay. But sometimes they do. Manju Gosha Shri or something like that. Shri Manju Gosha? Now, last part of the Sanskrit. Natsa lo chudu limbe nyamchen yimbe na shunagyopa. And he's become young, or in his youthful form, because you guys have to learn a new word, natsa. Natsa means age. His age. Natsa. It's very confusing because Tse has so many other meanings. Natsa means his age, okay? His numerical age, Natsa, is Lo Chudu, 16 years old. Numerically, he's 16 years old, okay? Nyam Chen, he has that appearance. Nyam can mean to degenerate, but Nyam can mean appearance. I'm sorry. Same spelling. So he has the appearance of a youth of 16 years. The word Lumba means to reach an age. Lon means to reach an age. So he has the appearance of a person who has only reached the age of 16. Okay. And it's to him that we bow down. That's it. Okay, he's finished the
Okay, it's
debate.
it's 12:47.
Okay.
Oh.